If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Jeff Bell joins us, the head baseball coach of SHS Aggies, brought to you by Collier Motors this morning. And Jeff, big game yesterday and another win for the Aggies.
Yeah, it was started, went back into area play against Clay Central. It was close. Now it was a really tight game all the way through it. I think, the final was 3-1, but it's an area win, so we'll take it.
Throw your ace.
Yeah, Tyler, again, just like he always does. I think gave up 2 hits in the first. Then he kind of settled in and did what he does. Finished, I think, gave up 5 hits and had 13 strikeouts. So he carried us, man. That's what he does for us.
Well, the Aggies unbeaten in area play and looks good for the playoffs now.
Well, yeah, we clinched the area championship last night. There's still a couple games left to play, but we're, I think, 2 games ahead in the loss column with 1 game to play. So we're in good shape. We get to host. But we go back there. We go to Clay tonight, and we're still gonna play that game to win it. So,
how far in your mind has this team come since the start of the season?
Oh man, light years. Just from a growth standpoint, from knowing that when you go out on the field and it's a game day, you only have so many. And I think earlier in the year we would show signs of just kind of giving those away, not giving the game away, but kind of giving the day away. Mm-hmm. Where you always think, tomorrow you get to come back and do it again. Well, and certainly the later the year goes, one day you won't be able to. Right. So they do a better job now of staying sort of in the moment and playing today for today. They've grown a lot. And I think some of the tough competition helped. The coaching staffs helped. We all played.
The leadership of this team. A couple of guys in mind that, hey, we can get this. We can do this.
Yes, it's in different phases of the game. I mean, Zach Dude's a leader on the field. Brady Davis does a really good job of leading the guys. Those are two locker room guys. Luke Honeycutt's a locker room guy. And they've all sort of. I think the longer we're together, the more they get a feel for my moods. And they, a lot of times, whether we're in fall condition or practice or a game day or whatever it is, they do a good job of sort of righting the ship before I do it. They start to sense when things are starting to get kind of sideways, and they do a really good job of fixing it themselves.
Describe a Coach Jeff Bell on game day.
I'm sure some people would say kind of difficult. Intense for sure. I think I almost broke a stopwatch last night. I have high expectations. And it's because I know that they can be met. A lot of coaches will say this, and it is the truth, that baseball is basically a metaphor for life. A baseball game is like living life. So you're going to have ups and downs, and that's my job, so to prepare them for life through baseball, and I want it done a certain way. And now I'll say that. I'm happy when I'm happy, and I'm disappointed when I'm disappointed. And usually from a distance, you'll know one way or the other.
You give off a vibe or something.
Yeah.
But Coach, there's a difference in being intense, but yet being under control. I've seen men and women coaches or in other types of business that they're intense, but sometimes they'll cross the line too.
Sure. Well, now I'm always. I think I'm usually a step ahead. If you go to a game, I'm constantly staring at a scorecard and look at who the next batter is, what the next inning looks like, what the score is. So I'm not going to say some things are staged, but I don't really fly off the handle where I lose control. Most of it is.
Do you have a get back coach in baseball? I see the football there, grab them by the belt or something and pull them back.
I don't have that, but I tell you, sort of along the same lines, I will, we all love Nate. But there are times where I'll just sort of walk past him and say, you better get him, because if you don't, I'm going to. And so he just sort of strolls off and makes it sort of a nonchalant, hey, you guys better pick it up. Yeah. Coach Bell's not real happy.
Kind of seamless how it's done, right? Yeah. All right, you head over to Clay Central tonight.
Yes, sir.
And this Clay Central team is capable of beating Sylacauga.
Yeah, I was really impressed with them last night. What stands out with them is they're always in the right place. They make every play. They do things right. It was clear from the start how well coached they are, how hard they play. They do everything the right way. So if you're not ready to play a game and you're sloppy, they can absolutely beat you.
Is there other games this weekend, or is this the final game of the week?
No, we have our senior day, Saturday, we have a doubleheader with Thorsby.
Okay.
That wraps up the week, and then Monday we'll go to Springville. Sort of like a tune-up game leading into the playoffs.
Senior day Saturday, that'll be a special time.
It is. The guys, they've been a good group.
How many seniors are they?
We have 8.
Okay.
And I tell you, I wish I had 4 years with them. They've done everything I've asked. Going back to what am I like on a game day, they've settled into the way that I've tried to do things, and they've bought into it, and they've done everything I've asked them to do. And they're a really tight group, very tight knit. I mean, every day after practice, they're all going off somewhere to eat. Like on a game day, I have to basically turn the lights out on them. They're always together. They do everything together. Play baseball together. They hang out together. Everything they do is together, and that kind of shows on the field. Man, it's a senior class that I couldn't have asked more out of.
Yeah. I saw Saturday over at the field, in Walton Cruz Field, and Thorsby for a doubleheader?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let's look ahead to the playoffs next week. Where do we start? I know we start here, but who do we play,
I don't know yet. It comes from the Briarwood, John Carroll, Ramsey, Woodlawn area. Without making too many assumptions, I don't think it'll be Briarwood. So I think it'll most likely be Ramsey or John Carroll. I don't know yet. We'll kind of have to see how the rest of the week plays out and how their area
is this the best 2 of 3 or okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the same format we've had in the past. Be a doubleheader on Friday and then the third, if necessary, game on Saturday.
Should Sylacauga be fortunate enough to win that series, do they stay home or is there a chance they travel?
Unfortunately, I've looked at a bracket, and where we sit on the bracket, if the whoever we would be matched up with, UMS Wright or St. Paul's, we would be on the bottom of that bracket. So unfortunately, we'll go back to Mobile again.
All right. But let's get there first, and good luck to the Aggies. over at Central Clay County tonight in Ashland, and then Saturday the doubleheader is Senior Day. So let's fill the stands and enjoy a great day of baseball over at Walton Cruz Field. And Coach Bell, always a pleasure to have you with us, and congratulations on a good year for the Aggies so far, and hopefully it'll continue on.
All right.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you.
Coach Jeff Bell, the head baseball coach of the Silicaca Aggies, with us every Thursday morning, brought to you by Collier Motors.